Okay, you know what? I'll hold that thought for a second because T1 seems like they are very eager to get shot at on rotation. They're doing donuts in front of Sissy, and yes, of course, E-Arena will find that. Taker takes the first elimination of the game, as now T1 a little late to it, maybe, but they are coming in a 3v1 against Sissy, who's trying to make a run for it.
And that smoke could buy him a little bit of time, but no, they're going to vault right after him, and so he's going to have to run as fast as his legs will carry to try to get away from the rest of the angry members of T1, as this was a smart position, though, for them to end up on, especially because that bridge is essentially center circle.
These pink rabbits are fast. We'll see if he's fast enough to get across the road before T1 gets eyes on him. I think they're definitely confused that he managed to get out of there alive, especially now. Panzerfaust in hand, Raining, watch out, using those inside. Can't get you self-eliminated.
Wow, he just pre-fired the corner. Okay.
I think he saw the mannequin in the corner and thought it was a player. Either that or that was the most insane pre-fire I've seen in a very long time. Wow, okay, T1 is here to fight. I think the jitters are kind of on their hands right now. They're a little shaky, which I understand. But guys, breathe. This is still doable. You lost one player, you can turn this around. Well, maybe. Now you might have lost two.
Yeah, Ian will actually go down, so Tigger will find another knock. And again, for a team that started off rather poorly yesterday, managed to bring it back. This is kind of a mirroring situation here.
Yeah. Definitely is. No third team has really opted to engage so far. We are seeing Virtus.pro on the southern side, obviously hearing this, seeing parts of it too. Not sure if they're eager to aggress, as Alpaca able to find yet another one. Damage done on both sides as Rainin, alongside his team at Alpaca, is trying to make something off of this tricky one. But for E-Arena, really sat at 15 points in their final day. They cannot go out with a single point here.
No, they needed to actually wipe the team and get rid of T1. Oh no, the smokes will actually cover him. Yep. But as I was saying, E-Arena, they needed to have a good start. Getting that first knock on T1 was that good start, but now it's all starting to fall apart, and now Virtus.pro will start to get involved.
Virtus.pro is starting to find eliminations on Expendable to also have up there just to take this fight. This is the two, these are the parents at the kids' football game that are starting to go, no, guys, these are doing something. Let's just stay back, watch the guys do their thing, and then we'll engage afterwards. But now they're starting to have a brawl on the sidelines.
You see Chloe's there starting to set up just to the west side, maybe looking for a flush, but none given to him. As you said, VP was like, hey,
just keep rotating.
So Ibby will back off, and wisely so. They'll leave Quizzy there for the moment. I mean, he has a vehicle he'll be able to pull off if he needs to, but yeah, still just fishing for these points.
Also, we got to keep in mind there's a fairly decent chance this one could swing back to military again.
Yeah,
so don't want to go too far. Don't want to go too far onto the mainland. If you're Virtus.pro, might as well set up a bit of a highway towards that eastern shoreline of Milta. That would be definitely the way to go about it. This fight, though, has quieted down, at least for now. Casualties on all sides. That's Alpha still outside. Knows exactly where he has Quizzy, but can't quite get the angle on him. Maybe he can flame him out there. We'll see if Raining can catch him on the other side of the building.
And E-Arena, and I was about to say T1 not really winning or benefiting from this at all.
No.
E-Arena, to their credit, only lost one. Meanwhile, T1 is now just down to one player.
Speaking of Tycon, up on the hunt, 7-7, trying to make a run for it.
He's going to pull out the DMR, maybe get a few shots in, but he's got to be careful. Pow. And that vehicle is moving super slow. So he fortunately will survive, and here's the pull-up now from Cert T. Can he find this knock? Oh, the jump over!
Nice timing from Pow. Goes for the reload, 13 bullets in hand, but Pow able to find the double. We'll see if he can get the third. Oh, just behind the vehicle. Goes his opponent as Pow comes around the corner, takes him down, 7-7, now trying to reset. It's just him left alive, Tycon. And Sapao wants to take him out. They want to get Cert T back on his feet. We'll see the push comes through. Tycon locks on over, peeks on forward, catches him with nade in hand, and that is going to be Tianba.
Oh, what is that shift?
Shifts back to military.
And you know what's funny is I was going to mention earlier,
look at the east.
Before Luna had even started making it across that bridge, I was going to say they're probably better off just waiting on the south side on Millie base to see what the circle does. Fortunately, they don't take any losses, and now they will be the ones to once again, if you remember last game, choose exactly where they want to play.
I am at a loss for words.
But now here we have the fight between TSM and Gaming Gladiators as they have opened it up. Smokes as well abound. A spray coming from Dante, but he won't be able to finish it.
This is going to be a big fight. A lot of space to be claimed on the western side of the circle for whoever comes out victorious. TSM looking forward. Now with the circle going further towards the east, they know there's a space that they don't really need, but they have to take the fight in order to move further forward. Gaming Gladiators are on the defensive. They're waiting this one out. This could be a very solid flash from Alo. On forward. No lethal utils for TSM, or they would have probably used it already. You can see Purdy on the flank around the side, trying to get the angle onto Pin as he's now being shot from afar.
Yeah, but the afar is really not going to be the main issue here. Is actually Ibby. It is. Ibby will fight the knock, and that opens a huge window for TSM to push forward.
Everyone in trouble. They simply took too long in the engagement, and now the teams safely inside the circle are starting to feast as they look down in this direction. Alo has to reload inside the smoke, still trying to make his way further forward, but he's lost track of his opponent.
And then look at Aduzi now. Aduzi from BB teams coming in for the backstab, trying to get as many points as possible. Alo will fall. It's just now down to Luke. He'll at least get the finish, but Aduzi will get Dante.
Complete carnage on the southwest side, and as you said, Aduzi's been sneaking up in this direction for forever now, though, forced to back off. Again, the remaining server, everyone to the east of here is looking in this direction, and look at that open hillside. There's literally no cover to be found outside of the tree that Luke is currently hiding behind a blown out vehicle, sure, but he cannot get to it. Tygon takes him down. 10 kills for All Gamers Global, 6 of which are on Tygon.
You know, they ended strong yesterday, and it seems like they're starting strong today as they still maintain 3 members alive. Sonics, meanwhile, sat just in the middle around Luna Galaxy. The fights that are really going to matter here are going to be on the south side of the circle between BB Team, Twisted, and potentially New Happy. If they see the fight, if they're able to see that there is a third-party situation, they will absolutely take it.
That's even more so the reason why you've got to bring home wins when points are there to be garnered, not through kills, but through the placement points. Circles come your way. They continue, man. They continue. All Gaming Global. 12 kills so far, and they're not done yet. They still have 2 arena players in and around this shack. They're looking over towards Ming Ming, who currently finds himself prone on the hillside down towards Twisted Minds. He too, though, will have to move further forward. All Gaming Global will be inside the circle on this hilltop, and Tycon with a double tap to the head will find Sizzy and instantly goes for shots over towards Twisted Minds as well.
Yeah, this is really hurting Twisted Minds' game plan. They would like to at least engage BB somewhat on their own terms, but the fact that the Expendables, and now really it was the Expendables, now it's AGG, are just not allowing them any room to do so. They're actually just getting shoved into this position where they now have to push right into Ming Ming, and a grenade could cause disaster.
Example comes down the hillside, takes a lot of damage, and all just taken down by Posa here as well. Lou now out of the car, down to low HP, but can't stop to heal. He knows he has Ming Ming just on the other side, and Ming Ming will find him, get the flush onto his teammate as well. Will get the second 2, so again a salvage situation for New Happy as they find 2 points just before they fall.
And just like that, that is it. Twisted Minds. Oh no, Batulins. Batulins still the last one alive. The other 2 members were the ones to fall. And so 5 kills. What can he do? A potential spray down. He gets 1. f1lfirst will fall, but he still has 3 more members to contend with.
We saw Bestalog on the peak before as well, but Bestalog sees him too. That's going to be Twisted Minds down and out. It's been a stalling battle for all these teams with the circle closing in. They are forced to make plays happen. E-Arena still outside the circle, maybe trying to just heal through this one, see if there's a placement or 2 more to be found, as Luna Galaxy, the first team to wrap back towards the Millie Island, get yet another blessing from the circle gods.
And if you're Sonics at this point, the play might even be to just wrap into that hillside that AGG is on, because there's really nothing to play on the west side. Pushing directly into Luna may just be suicide. I mean, I'm not even sure Sonics has any vehicles because they swam across, and so you just need to get as many points as possible, and AGG might just be that option.
Nice blue zone nade here. Jacob forced outside the building is going to prone, trying to get out of it, and actually it's going to be the actual blue zone and not the blue zone nade that gets the better of him, so no points garnered to All Gaming Global, but I think they're pretty satisfied with where they're currently set. 14 kills in this match so far, still 3 alive, but they are also the team with the furthest to go here with this Western Circle shift.
BB team not immediately threatened. They still have a little bit of a ridge line to play here, and so they're not going to have to rotation. Really, the onus is going to be, as we said, on AGG and Sonics.
I mean, keep in mind, Sonics, look at their util, 11 smokes, 12 nades. They have yet to really do anything
yeah.
in this game. They've been very satisfied with getting to chill in the building for as long as they have. Now we'll see if they, with the util and full vests and helmets, can make something happen, as Haven is able to find a doozy. So BB team forced to, I was going to say stall for a bit, wanted to try and take out our All Gaming Global on their push down the east side, but now has to go for the res instead.
And Sonics now have to make that choice. The initial thought of trying to push towards AGG is gone now, as you said, they fortunately do have plenty of utility, but once they get on that doorstep of Luna, they also have a lot of grenades, and so that could be the winning factor for them, as they do have to start moving, closing. The circle is closing. They are on the slow side, so this buys them just a little more time.
Tycon crossed on over, no vest, but he does not care. He's going to sprint forward regardless, but half the server has eyes on him, and I don't think he's long for this world, no. Spiro will find him. Nice trade for Zapao, though. Not that I think it's going to matter for Tycon. No, he will fall, but Zapao is able to effectively use his teammate as bait to get yet another one. 15 kills. We'll see if Zapao can find more.
Possible. It's very possible, but he now has quite the run, and that smoke bouncing off of Tickleton's back, but this is exactly what you were saying. They need to use that utility. They need to get as close as possible to Luna Galaxy so they can use those grenades to try to get the knocks and take over the best position in the circle.
12 nades available. We'll see if they hit the mark. Nades in return does hit their mark, as the Tonics boys are forced to back off at least for now. But keep in mind, those smokes don't last forever, and they've deployed a fair amount of them. Only 3 left to work with. So they would want to make this play before they fade altogether, because they still have three members of BB teams up and alive that could get angles on this. Now the Western threat is done with. Now they can push further forward as the power falls.
And you know,
but this is it, the smokes are gone. They have no pathing.
They have a few smokes that they've thrown at the building, which is very smart to block off any of the angles, and Luna necessarily can't poke out either because they have BB team on their backside, and so they're kind of stuck in these buildings. Really, it's just Haven, the only one with a little bit of cover in that Shack's position to try to get a little bit of damage onto the Sonics.
They had the smoke line before, but those smokes are fading, and Bestelog is taking full advantage of it. Nice angle from him. 3 nades now in the hands of Vinny. There's only so many places that Sonics can be. They're setting themselves up for a quad nade, potentially, should one get placed just a bit further towards the west.
And they managed to get the heal off. This is actually so crucial, but no, Posa will find 3 with a beautiful spray.
Solid shots come through, and Sonics are dismantled by BB team and Luna Galaxy. No entry, held back, didn't dare to make the run through the smokes, and they pay the price.
And the utility coming through from Luna, the fact that they had those grenades is really what stunted that push from Sonics, but now it's BB team. They still have a position to play here, but they will have to move first once this circle phase 9 happens. I know we're supposed to be the ones that know everything, but I genuinely couldn't tell you at this point. Like I said, BB are the ones that have to move slightly earlier, only because they have the center circle on their side, yes, but they're currently sat against the edge of the blue.
Bestelog down to blue, prone down, couldn't really do a whole lot. f'ilfirst does get a knock in return. There might be something to be done here. f'ilfirst, obviously, with full knowledge of where Kraken is positioned, wants to go for the second. Adusi creeping ever so much further forward. Is he the one with a nade in hand? I'm not sure. Molly on the other side is Adusi. Is able to find one, but he gets himself mollied as well, and Vinny will take him out. And now it's down to just f'ilfirst up against Kraken and Vinny. And you know what? It makes perfect sense here to me that they go for the rest. They know that he might not have a lot of util, at least not that he can use within that range. He's lobbing forward blue zone nades, maybe to try and isolate an angle, but I think they're coming through too late.
I don't know if they have enough time. I think that res actually might have cost them what little time they had. Vinny now making that push, and he's been spotted out by Phil.
Down to low HP. Posa is trying to make the run on forward. He still has the tree for cover. I don't think f'ilfirst sees him, but f'ilfirst finds Haven as well. Down to low HP now, though. Sat behind the shack. We'll see if he can take him out. Posa with the angle gets the headshot connected once again. Posa, half HP, but only 12 bullets in the chamber, but it would only need 1 in order to find him, and he will fall. Luna Galaxy in a hectic finish yet again on Millie Island.
Well, I think it was a Cameron saying that, oh, there's no way that we go to 2 games of the day on Millie Island. I'm not sure. Someone on the desk said it, but man, Luna Galaxy desperately needed those points